Well, by now, we have all probably experienced the cancellation of a big event, a concert, a musical. Well, local actors and performers are being hit hard by this pandemic. Their livelihood is on hold as the curtain closed on the performing arts. We wanted to check in with a couple of our friends, the Varelas. We've got Susan and Andrew. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Tiff, how are you?
Good. Good to see you both. How are you holding up at home?
We're doing great. We're doing great. We're having a good time. We're still friends. Everybody's still friends in the house.
Still married, which is important. What about as professional actors and artists, what are you hearing from other people in the community about how they're being affected and how they're holding up?
Well, it's tough for people. You know, a lot of actors are really extroverts, and that we need people to kind of keep going. So for people who are quarantined alone, that has been tough. However, we are seeing so much creative stuff online. People are finding new outlets for their energy and for their talents.
Yeah, and you know, it's interestingly enough for actors, because we're part of the gig economy, it's feast or famine. So when you're not working, you already have a series of behaviors and habits that you use to carry you through to the next gig. So here we are, and you know, while we can't go to the gym, we're doing family yoga in the living room. We're still singing in the house. Susan's playing the piano more than I've ever heard her play. She's doing pretty good. She's doing pretty good. So we actually, thank goodness, we have our good habits to fall back on in this time.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's true, and I know you work for a local theater, both of you. You know, what do you see in terms of the long term, how this will have an impact on our community and on the theater?
Well, it's just unprecedented. We kind of are all guessing at what is going to come next. But our feeling is that people are going to be so tired of being isolated and so tired of, so hungry for something to do, that when we come back, it's just going to be an explosion of activity, and people are going to want to come back to the theater. They're going to want to go back to the movies.
Yeah, they're going to want connection, and in live theater, you see it's a group connection.
That's the ultimate.
Yeah, the ultimate live connection, and I think that when it comes back, it's going to come back strong. It's going to come back real strong.
Yeah, we hope so.
I love hearing that. You two are parents, too. Are you homeschooling, Oscar?
We are.
Yes.
It turns out we're really bad at division. You realize that.
Yeah.
So we've been learning too.
It's tough, thank your teachers, your kids' teachers, next time you see them, for sure.
Yeah.
We're in the Muskegon, Norway School District, and we're very lucky to be there because we've gotten so much support and so many resources from the team there, from the whole district and the whole community. But they're great about sending stuff home and finding stuff online for us to do with him, and so it's been definitely an interesting experience. But we are really loving it.
It gives us something to do too.
Yeah, it does. It turns out Andrew's a very good teacher.
I'm a very good teacher.
So he does a lot of kitchen counter math.
Yes.
I like that. I loved it too, the picture of him doing virtual piano lessons. But I think something important is that Oscar has autism, and there's so many parents at home with a child with special needs. And so are there any tips that you have for other parents? I know you're not experts, but truly all parents who are staying at home with a child with special needs need some support.
Right. Well, one thing that we have found is that anything that you are doing can turn into kind of a teachable moment if you are, excited about it and involve your child. And so, for Oscar, things like, life skills, vocational skills, those type of things are very important at this, his stage of development. So you can make anything that he's interested in into some sort of teachable thing. We're big bike riders these days now that the weather's getting nicer.
A lot of PE.
Yes, PE class. So we go out and we're teaching things like, hand signals for turning safely and rules of the road and that type of thing. And I think if you follow your child's lead, I think it's really true for all parents, follow your child's lead, what's interesting to them, and then find a way to make that kind of an educational moment. And then, I would say lead with your heart. Do your best because you love them, and give yourself a break because even if you were a teacher by trade before all this happened, these are such challenging times that I think that everybody just deserves a little bit of, give yourself a break, Mama.
Yeah,
Dad.
that's right. Give yourself some grace.
Pressure on all the time. Yeah,
that's true. We're out of time, but in a yes or no, just answer me. Will you do any online performances?
Yes.
We are currently doing a questions under quarantine, and we're posting it on YouTube every couple of days,
All
and we're
right.
having fun with that. So.
And there's more to come. So yes, definitely.
We will follow along. Thank you so much for joining us, both of you, and stay safe and healthy.
Thanks.
Thank you. Love
for
you
having
guys.
us.
Love you
Bye.
guys too. We'll see you soon.